Trending. 10 minutes. What's going on? We let you know. Let's go. So here's the thing. Craig Jones has elevated himself once again. It's Craig Jones versus Felipe Pena.
Oh, yeah.
Now, UFC.
Craig Jones in the UFC now.
He's a UFC fighter. He's getting paid like a UFC
Bro,
fighter.
he trolls so good on Instagram. Shit.
Mate, he's done it. Well done. And it's fight week.
Do you see him beating Pena?
Yeah, heel hook.
Heel hook?
Inside heel hook. Definitely. Well, okay, classic.
Pena's decent at.
So, classic Craig Jones. They did a camp at Atos for Pena versus Gordon, right? Because everyone wants to see Gordon lose. But it ended up that Nikki, taking notes.
Craig's in there analysing.
Nikki Rod versus Pena because Gordon pulled out, right? But all the time, Craig is king of playing possum, like, I'll just let you this, I'll let you that. Famously, Felipe Pena lost to Aaron Johnson via inside heel hook. Lost badly. And everyone said, Aaron Johnson cranked it too long. There's a famous clip of him doing a knee bar against 2 baseball bats or 3 baseball bats and snapping them.
Who's Aaron Johnson?
Aaron Johnson was a guy, pretty famous.
Was that Tex?
Tex.
Yeah, okay.
But lots of spurious things about his private life came.
Spurious?
Yeah.
I've never heard that word.
Okay, basically.
But yeah, he had a bit of shit going on.
He's reputedly not the best human in the world. I'm not going to say anything. I don't know.
But I just said it, so there it is.
No, but I said spurious. So if you don't know what that means, it doesn't matter. I can't get sued. But Tex totally cranked his leg.
Okay.
Pena's inside heel hook.
Yeah, I saw him on the baseball bats. Looked awful.
It really revealed that Pena's leg game isn't the best.
Right.
And yeah, you could even see the way that Nikki Rod was attacking his legs and looking pretty good there. And Nikki Rod is not even the great leg locker. Craig is a great leg locker. I think Craig wins via inside heel hook, which sets up Craig versus Gordon.
When does he get to fight Volkanovski? That's what I want to know. UFC champion.
With striking, he owns Volk. You can see the clips in the embedded. It's terrible. But the reason why that fits in is because this leads us to the next thing, which is Volk versus Rodriguez. And that's fight week. Right on. So Craig will be there. It kind of all ties in.
Yep.
So I'm actually going to, I was saying this to Julian, I'm going to rewind a little bit because I made a prediction that the UFC would buy the ADCC. I'm going to change that now and say the UFC copies the ADCC and goes into direct competition with it.
Oh, wow. Because, ADCC have just gone back to Flow, haven't they? They've gone, the deal with Fight Pass is now off.
Yep.
And Flow is the official partner.
Right. Well, I'm going to say the UFC directly copy the super fight model, which is what One Championship is doing.
Yep.
To get grapplers in there and also retired UFC fighters who aren't fighting anymore to kind of leverage their names. And I reckon that they would even set up a competition professional tournament.
Wow.
Which would
rival ADCC.
To the ADCC. They're not going to partner, they're going to rival.
So you think that maybe with that deal, the UFC was doing what Craig was doing when he was helping Felipe over at Atos?
Yeah, just taking some notes.
Okay, nice. And how do we do that? Okay, very nice. Right on. Big call.
I think it's there, so it should be interesting. So Volk versus Rodriguez, how do you see that going?
Look, man, I love Rodriguez. He's wild, right? El Pantera. I think, man, he's so exciting to watch.
He is.
But I think that none of that matters because Volk is just so strict with what he needs to do and just shuts people down.
Yeah.
I see him just getting chopped and pummeled in the face.
Yeah.
Into either a 5, like into a point victory.
Ground and pound.
Or like at some point stopped, yeah. Probably. I see it's probably like another Max Holloway thing where Volk just doesn't let him get off.
Yeah. That would be tough. I would say the same. Now, just quickly, Worlds is coming up. The World Championship, IBJJF. And
knows who trains with me. He's going to compete.
Oh, wow.
He's off to AOJ next week to do a camp and then he's jumping in. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, brown belt.
So many Australians jumping in. It's a great tournament. But we've got some hot favourites. And Levi Jones Leary, he's getting in there at lightweight. He has beaten everybody in that category.
Has he?
Yes.
He had a little bit of a break from competition, did he?
He did. Well, he moved
last year.
He moved back from America. He moved back from New York to Australia, got re-established here, based in Melbourne now, training in Absolute MMA. I had a chat to Lockie about him, and he's saying it's just Levi at his best.
Whoa.
He's never been this good.
Amazing.
So that's very impressive. I did a little session with him. He's obviously got Bulletproof on his side now. We're backing the boys, so
right on.
Good to see him do well. And also, we mentioned it the other week, Adele Fornarino is coming in at light feather, and the previous light feather champion is maybe, I don't know if I can say.
What are you alluding to here, James?
I'm saying that maybe there won't be the same level of challenge for Adele this time around.
Oh.
I can't exactly say why.
Okay, right
Inside
on.
information may say that
So
she's
Adele,
a hot favorite.
Adele this is her first year at black belt, is it?
Yes.
Okay, so she competed worlds last time as brown.
Yes, and she won.
Yeah, okay, right on. Oof, damn.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
That's hot. And also Nikki Loyd Griffiths, our girl Nikki.
Yeah.
She's getting over there, but a much more hotly contested category, but you can't count Nikki out. She's been doing so well.
Nikki's a heavier weight category than Adele, right?
Yeah. So she'll be fighting not middle, welter. I don't know the women's weight categories, forgive me, Nikki. But like Nikki is a beast and always shows up.
Yeah.
So she's
done every world. She's done worlds at every belt, hasn't she?
Yeah, I believe so.
Almost podiumed at every one.
She's won. I think she's won. She won purple. She got silver at purple, and she won purple. She won blue. She won white. That's how she got her blue belt.
Okay.
I don't know what happened at brown. I can't remember. That's just forgive me. But yeah, Nikki is one of our most competitive female athletes. So it'd be great to see her at Worlds. And we got a bunch of Australians getting amongst it.
I'm excited to see the Aussies rep.
Should be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, we got anything else for training this week? Or is that us?
No, I think that's it.
Bringing in at sub 7 minutes.
Wow, it's pretty quick.
There's got to be something to throw on there.
Well, I actually wanted to just quickly talk about the censorship piece because we were recently told we need to swear less.
Yeah, it came down from the top.
It came from the top. Yeah, and Larry Ellison gave me a call and said, look, I know I don't even work at Google anymore, but stop cursing. The kids don't like it. And it was really interesting because we're not like big YouTubers, but it almost automatically, because we do curse a fair bit, we weren't getting as many views. Like it's
cut out ad revenue.
It did. Yeah. And so it's kind of interesting to me that like I look at guys who are comedians who curse a lot and they get views, but I wonder if because they don't care if they make any money on YouTube or not, like they're just cursing. They're just cursing all the time.
Yeah, I mean, we're hungry bottom feeders, right?
We are.
We're like,
we need every dollar.
Like every dollar counts right now. So I think for us, like that little hit to ad revenue is considerable.
Yeah.
Whereas for a lot of those cats, I'm guessing they're like, whatever, it's just ad revenue is a bonus.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
Yeah, like I need to swear. That's what gets people to come to my comedy shows.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because I'm kind of anti-authoritarian. I'm kind of like, I don't know. There was a famous clip where Rage Against the Machine were on, I think, the BBC, and they were told, hey, could you play your song but not swear? And they were like, sure, we'll do that. And then like they're playing it live, and then they were like, you won't do what you tell me.
Yeah.
Like and they're like, no, sorry, we're going to have to cut our broadcast there. And, they're full rebellion. So it's hard for me. I feel, because the great thing about
being castrated, don't you?
Sort of. I mean, it's just, I can't get the words out without cursing.
I've made an effort these last today's episodes to not swear as much. I've said a couple of F-bombs, okay? I'll put it out there. I'll admit to it.
Sure.
Said the occasional S word. And I like to think that I'm going to maintain some kind of low-level usage of such terminology, but perhaps just reduce the total volume, which in turn might actually bring a little bit more significance to each occurrence of the word itself, thus having greater impact.
True. Wow, there you go. That's some insight from the orator himself.
Let's see.
Joseph Worthington. Well, you heard it here first, folks. So if you hear a bit less cursing or Julian has to edit us, that's why.
Thanks, fam.
Peace.